I have always loved being outdoors. Camping, hiking, and fishing are all things I did since I was a little kid. But in the last few years, I found that my new favorite thing to do outside is go kayaking. There are so many things to love about kayaking because it is a great way to observe the natural world around you. You can see trees, plants, birds, bugs, fish, and anything else that lives out there. It is a great way to explore different areas and surround yourself with the environment. Surely, anyone who can appreciate nature will find something to enjoy about kayaking. It is a great feeling to be in control of your own transportation, with no fossil fuel required. When enjoying different outdoor activities, it is hard to ignore the impact that humans have had on the natural world. The climate is changing as a result of our actions and behaviors. Burning fossil fuels for energy releases greenhouse gases, which in turn trap more heat in our atmosphere. Outlined by the IPCC report, we have seen a global average increase in warming since the Industrial Revolution. Climate change will affect the things we enjoy doing, which brings me back to kayaking. As an outdoor activity that requires a body of water, any impacts that aquatic ecosystems face from climate change will impact the kayaking hobby. A major impact of climate change will be an increase of harmful algal blooms due to the warming temperatures. Warmer temperatures create optimal conditions for harmful algal blooms, meaning that their frequency will increase with climate change. Now, these harmful algal blooms can be toxic to humans as well as wildlife. Harmful algal blooms can cause serious health issues and even death in humans, which results from contact with the toxin-producing species. This means that kayaking in a body of water with a harmful algal bloom present could be a very serious health hazard, and as harmful algal blooms increase with climate change, it may become more difficult to find safe places to kayak. Because of warmer temperatures, droughts will increase in frequency. Less snow will accumulate at high elevations, causing river runoff to decrease in dry regions. The recharge rate for rivers and groundwater will also decrease. These drought conditions will decrease the amount of water in a particular area or may dry it up completely. This is obviously not good for kayaking, as water is required for the activity. A huge part of the kayaking experience is observing the wildlife. But as the climate changes, many organisms will be forced to leave their habitat if they want a chance to survive. The issue is that many organisms in aquatic ecosystems, like fish, are limited in where they can disperse to. If the climate changes too dramatically, then many plant and animal species will die out, reducing the biodiversity in aquatic ecosystems that make them so enjoyable to explore. While there are many negative impacts of climate change, there are solutions that can help us mitigate and adapt to a changing climate. The most important thing we can do is reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. This will decrease the rate at which we add greenhouse gases to the atmosphere, and in turn lower the amount of expected warming. Another thing we can do is monitor and protect our water systems. This way, we can reduce harmful algal blooms and work to protect aquatic species at risk. The impact that we have on the climate matters because it affects every living thing on Earth. We know what the problems are, and we know the steps we need to take to reduce the impact. We know that humans are the cause of climate change, and that means we can also be the solution. We need to come together and work on implementing solutions, not just for our own species, but for the benefit of all life.